Saint Germain, the beginning of the great changeover. I am Saint Germain, and I've come to be with you at this time, and these moments, and changing times, yes, changing times that are happening now, and will continue to happen, but the changes are going to become stronger, and more are going to become awake, and into these changes. More and more are going to have the eyes to see and the ears to hear, just as you have now. So know that as you have affected the collective with just this experience you just had just now, referring to the guided meditation just concluded, and all of the experiences you have had before, and all of the experiences that all of the groups across the planet are having, all of the experiences that those that broadcast the truth and the light to all that are ready to hear it are bringing about change, great change. This is the beginning of the great changeover. Yes, indeed. There will be more changes. There will be more emotions that cannot be helped at this point. But you, those of you, can continue to watch this as a movie playing out, knowing that it is all going to play out and there is going to be an end. This is all going to come to an end, but whenever anything comes to an end, what happens next? There is a new beginning. And that new beginning is also in process of happening. So, the end is coming, and the beginning is also being prepared to start. So, think about it in that way, as you become frustrated in various ways throughout your daily lives about things that are happening in the 3D matrix. Know that it is just that happening in the 3D matrix. It is not happening in the 5D reality that you are all creating. So, allow the process to continue to play out and know that you are a great part of this process. You may not be the ones that are speaking out to all that are ready to hear, but you are the ones that are sharing the light. Even though you may not even know that you are sharing the light much of the time. But when you do know that you're sharing the light, and sharing the truth, you are having even a greater effect on those who are ready to experience it. Those are ready to hear the truth and become awakened to the truth, just as you all have. Know that their time is coming just as your time already did. The alarm clock is going to ring just as yours did previously. So, believe in yourselves and the unlimited self that you are, because nothing can stop you at this point. Nothing can stop you unless you allow yourselves to be stopped. Nothing can take you back unless you allow yourselves to be taken back. Don't even think about that, saying we're not going back. Do not even think about that, because you are moving forward, always moving forward, always, and there again, there's nothing that will stop that moving forward unless you stop it yourself. Unlimitedness, that is where you are all headed. That is your destiny of why you came here, for true destiny, to become all that you came here to be. And to provide the assistance to all that are ready to experience it, and to find it for themselves. That is the promise that you made long ago when you volunteered to be here. You made that promise to be here until the end, and to be a part of the new beginning. That is all coming to now, so be ready for it. Be prepared for all that is coming to be a part of this new expression of love, and higher consciousness and oneness, connectedness. Together you move forward into the future. Together you are right now in the presence, and as you are now in the present and fully functioning within the present, the future is grand indeed. I am Saint Germain, and I leave you now in peace and love and oneness, and that you continue to move forward, always move forward, always picking yourself up even if you fall, but continuing to move onward. The power of acceptance, it's not about giving up. Have you ever felt stuck between wanting to accept a situation, but also yearning for something more? It's a struggle I've personally grappled with. On the one hand, we are taught that true peace comes through acceptance. Let go is something we often hear. Yet on the other hand, self-help and motivational practices tell us to go for it, to attract the things we want, and that if we focus on our goals, we can achieve them. Surely both things can't be true. Or have we just misunderstood the concepts altogether? I thought I'd explore this subject, because it's a knot I've frequently felt myself tied in. For a start, acceptance is often misunderstood as complacency or resignation, but it's more nuanced than that. Here's a few thoughts that might help you untangle your thinking. Understanding acceptance. What it means: acceptance is about acknowledging reality as it is, without resisting or denying it. It's about saying, this is what is happening right now. What it doesn't mean: acceptance doesn't necessarily mean you approve of the situation, or that you don't want things to change. It simply means you see things as they are happening now without letting your emotions distort your perception. Resistance is futile. If you can't change something right now, then resisting it will cost a lot of energy and peace. When you stop resisting something, it can significantly reduce any stress and anxiety you feel, and will free up some headspace. It will help you feel more present, and help you think more clearly and creatively. The extra headspace might help you see something from a different perspective, which is sometimes what's needed. If you want a situation to change, then being present and thinking clearly is what you want, not feeling bogged down in frustration and anxiety that comes because you're resisting it. Acceptance versus wanting something better. This is the bit that most people get tangled up in, so let's unpack a few ideas. 1. Acceptance is not the same as giving up. Practical example: if you're stuck in traffic, accepting the situation means acknowledging that you're in traffic and that you can't change the situation. It doesn't mean you don't want the traffic to clear. It doesn't mean that you wouldn't prefer to be moving freely. It's simply an acknowledgement of the present situation without resistance to it. Ask yourself, is there anything I can do to change this situation right now? If the answer is no, then you can still take charge of what you're thinking or doing. And that's not the same as giving up. Something I found to be really helpful in situations like this is to think, I wonder how relaxed I can make myself here, despite what is happening. Now a frustrating situation has become a personal challenge. Can I use this to achieve relaxation? The situation now feels completely different. And that can make all the difference. You can still desire a change. You can accept that you are currently in traffic, while still desiring and working towards finding a better route, or improving your commute in the future. 2. Acceptance and action. Action-oriented acceptance can be the first step towards change. It seems like a paradox, but change often evolves out of acceptance. Acceptance of a situation usually results in a reduction in negative emotions, including stress, and this helps you see things more clearly. It means you're better able to more clearly assess it and make informed decisions about how to improve it. Practical example: if you're struggling with your finances, accepting the situation means acknowledging it and recognizing that having a clear mind is a better option than railing against it. Acceptance is an intentional act. As before, it doesn't mean you don't want a different, more abundant situation. If solutions exist, then they're more likely to present themselves when your mind is clear rather than stressed through denial or worry. Ask yourself if there's anything you can do to change the situation. If there is, perhaps seeking advice or taking concrete steps, then focus on those actions rather than staying trapped in frustration. If there isn't, right now. Because things change, and solutions often present themselves at different times, then seek a way of thinking that can help. Is it possible for me to use this situation to learn, grow, or change? For example, it's about finding some sort of focus that will help you stay present and not spiraling into stress and anxiety. Empowerment acceptance is a power move. It empowers you to take control of what you can change, and that can mean changing how you're thinking about the situation. Instead of being stuck in denial or frustration, you move into a mindset where you can plan and execute steps to achieve better outcomes, or where you are focused on self-improvement. And you can do it calmly. Misconceptions about acceptance. There are a few misconceptions that often confuse the power of acceptance. Let's explore two of the most common ones. 1. Acceptance as endorsement. Misconception: some people believe that accepting something means endorsing it, or agreeing that it's the best possible scenario. Spiritually oriented teachings advise us to love what is. reality, but loving what is not the same as endorsing something as the best scenario. It's simply acknowledging that it is the current scenario, and doing it calmly. Doing this gets rid of your resistance to it, and it is our resistance to situations that often keep us in those situations. Acceptance is not about settling. It's about dealing with what is real in the moment, while still holding the desire for improvement. It's not about whether a situation you find yourself in is the best or worst scenario. It just is what is happening right now. Acceptance gives you a clearer mind. 2. Acceptance as passivity. Misconception: there is a fear that acceptance means becoming passive or inactive. A sort of damp resignation. Reality: acceptance is a power move, it's an intentional act. True acceptance is active. It's a conscious acknowledgement of the present, and only then can you decide on the best course of action to achieve your goals. If you want clarity, energy, and perhaps even more belief and motivation, it comes from acceptance first. The longer we resist acknowledging something for what it is, and that can mean acknowledging specific people for what they are, the longer we remain stuck. Conclusion: acceptance is a power move. It's an intentional act. It is not passive. It is not a resignation to an inevitable outcome. It is simply a calm awareness of things as they seem to be right now, not an acknowledgement of a permanent state. Acceptance recognizes that all things change. It is the nature of things to change. Acceptance understands this, and chooses not to resist. The power move is in understanding this, and that this mindset will help you access more creative and potent mental, emotional, and spiritual resources. If solutions are needed, they're more likely to come from this internal state than from a stressed one. Acceptance is a power tool for reducing stress. As I said, it doesn't imply that you are satisfied with the status quo, or that you don't want some improvement or change. It's simply a conscious choice to face reality with clarity, and then using that clarity to guide your actions instead of being bogged down by resistance or denial. Acceptance is a conscious positive choice, not a passive resignation to a life that seems to be dictated by circumstances beyond our control. So how will you use acceptance as your power tool today? The High Council of Sirius. Be prepared to witness the unfolding. Greetings, we are the High Council of Sirius. Thank you for this transmission. During this challenging and final phase of your ascension journey into the fifth dimension, many individuals are being faced with their most profound soul trials and tests. If approached through the heart, these trials can be opportunities for growth, transformation, and spiritual evolution. Some of you have already experienced the trials of the soul, leading and guiding you to the point that you are now, while most, who have just begun their awakening, are just beginning this process. As each person navigates through these tests, they are required to confront their deepest fears, insecurities, and limitations. These trials of the soul, or what is often referred to as the dark night of the soul, are essential parts of your spiritual journey towards higher consciousness and your inner knowing. They challenge individuals to question their beliefs and perceptions, encouraging them to break free from old patterns and conditioning. Through these trials, people are able to shed layers of ego and connect more deeply with their true essence. Although these trials may be difficult and uncomfortable, they are necessary for personal development and spiritual awakening. Embracing these challenges with courage and resilience can lead to profound inner healing and a greater sense of purpose and alignment with one's higher self. Despite many of you already having surpassed this phase, each one of you will still feel the pressures and old traumas resurfacing, if they have not been healed and forgiven. As light workers, it is also important to acknowledge how the outer lower vibrations are affecting you along your spiritual journey. Keeping aware of the vibrations you are absorbing and emitting in these times is important. Nevertheless, your souls have been meticulously primed for these challenges, especially in recent times. It is imperative not to succumb to fear or linger on negative thoughts, for these vibrations will hinder your spiritual growth. Your earnest pleas for celestial aid have resonated across the vast expanse of the universe, reaching the many celestial beings who watch over you. Their divine presence has been stirred by your heartfelt requests, and they are now orchestrating their cosmic forces to provide you with the assistance you seek. Within the higher realms, your calls have not gone unheard. Be prepared to witness the unfolding of the response of the divine, as the celestial energies align to guide and support you on your journey. Trust in the light that surrounds you, for the Source has heard your call, and is working in mysterious ways to bring forth the help you need. The time has arrived for further revelations about your galactic existence to be unveiled. The Earth's vibrational frequency has shifted, indicating a profound transformation in the cosmic energies surrounding your planet. The shift is a significant sign that everything is aligning to reveal the hidden truths of your connection to beings beyond your world. As the Earth's energy evolves, it becomes clearer that she is no longer willing to wait. The planet herself is urging humanity to open their minds to the vast possibilities of your place in the cosmos. The unveiling of our existence is not just a disclosure of facts, but when we arrive openly in your skies, it will be a grand moment in your collective consciousness. The time is now to embrace this cosmic reality and embark on a journey of discovery that will forever change your perspective on life, existence, and the mysteries of the universe. Remember, none of you walk alone, even during the darkest moments of your soul's voyage. Acknowledge our steadfast presence by your side, offering all the love and unconditional support within our capacity throughout your earthly pilgrimage. Rest assured, your calls for aid have never gone unheard. Dear ones, find solace in the realization that everything surrounding you propels you towards growth. Despite the chaos and negativity pervading the world, know that a reservoir of light exists within you, just beyond your current perception. Even though this is the last phase of your ascension process, it is the most challenging one. As you face the depths of your soul, you are reminded to have forgiveness for oneself and to nurture your heart with love. Your endeavors have not gone unnoticed, and your triumphs hold immense significance. As you continue to advance, witness the healing of your heartaches and the metamorphosis of your soul, culminating in enduring change. Trust in your strength and resilience to face challenges that may seem unfaceable, heal wounds that may seem incurable, achieve that which may seem unattainable, and love that which may seem unlovable. Your hearts will be eternally healed and transformed. Trust in the divine's orchestration of events, for we have witnessed your accomplishments, and affirm that you have indeed triumphed over darkness. And always remember to trust in your own inner divine guidance that is always available to you, guiding you towards the path that aligns with your highest light. We love you, and honor you. We are the High Council of Sirius. SorceryOfLight.com. The other videos are in the English video playlist. Help me spread the light, click like, share, and subscribe to the channel. Thank you.